So I don't know if you guys have realized this by now, but I really like Metroidvanias. And three of the best in the genre are now available on Steam. There's also Dracula X, which isn't one. Like, it's a good Castlevania game, but it's a Classicvania. Let's play Castlevania Circle of the Moon. It's October. Let's get spooky. I believe if I hit... There we go. The year is 1830. In an ancient castle on the outskirts of the Austrian Empire, a demon lord that would unite the powers of darkness was being resurrected at the hand of a fiend yearning for chaos. At this demonic castle, Camilla, one of Dracula's minions, began incantation of a ritual to bring her Dark Lord Dracula back to life. I think she's called Carmilla in later games or earlier games. Or are they different people? I think it's Carmilla from... No, in the anime I think it's Carmilla. The vampire hunter Morris and his two apprentices, Nathan and Hugh, sensed an abnormality in the balance of nature and rushed to prevent Dracula's unholy reemergence. That unholy monster must never return. However, they arrived too late to prevent Dracula's return from his confinement. Dracula used his magic powers to imprison Morris and cast Nathan and Hugh into a graveyard underneath the demonic castle. Together, the two began to search their castle to vanquish Dracula and rescue their master. So... Circle of the Moon is really interesting. Also, let's just explore the settings menu that are available. So, we have save states, which is really cool. We have replays, which I'm sure there's some replay abuse or that can be used in this version of the game specifically. Screen settings, we can have standard, which stretches it out a little bit. Pixel perfect, which keeps it at the Game Boy Advance resolution, or full, which stretches it way too much. We're going to be playing with standard. You can actually turn on high quality sound. These were Game Boy Advance games, which means the audio is very bit crushed. But this brings it up to... I don't know if it's really the standard of like the Phoenix Wright games, where... Actually, that's probably a really good comparison. The DS Phoenix Wright games were ports of GBA games, just with less bit-crushed music. Obviously, it's still very GBA sounding, just without the negative sides of it. Control settings. There's a quick reset button, which is awesome. An encyclopedia that shows you items. I'm just scrolling through some of these healing items that are pretty basic and standard. But yeah, like, the dual soul system is explained in here. You have your enemy encyclopedia here. It's not spoilers to look at some of the early stuff, but like you can even see like, oh, these enemies drop things without having to tab out to a wiki or anything. Quick access to the game's credits, specifically the Advanced Collection version. Displays DSS attribute and action cards that are obtainable from monsters in battle. Oh! Does that mean I can see that in-game? That's really cool. And you can change the background if you're choosing to play on, like, Pixel Perfect mode. Like I said, we're going to be playing with standard controls, or standard resolution. Alright, so we're going to start a new game. I don't know any of the passwords for alternate modes. So we're just going to leave that blank. See what it defaults to. We already saw the intro, so I'm not going to... Or we already read the intro, so I'm not going to read it out again here. We crave the presence of the embodiment of suffering. the ruler of darkness. I have waited for this moment to be awake again, to bask in darkness and feel the moonlight within. Count Dracula, I am honored to be in your presence. Indeed. Though I lack my full power, we are preparing the rite to replenish your power. Stop! You cannot be allowed to taint the world. I remember. You were one of the vampire killers that sealed me. You've aged. It is our duty to see you banished. Amusing. To use my nemesis's life to return my power. I have no use for children. Be gone. You, Nathan! Master! Father! No creatures around here. Hugh, are you okay? Yeah. We're just brushed aside and ignored. We have to find Master. I'll go. He's my father. Nathan, you'll be in the way. Just get out of here. Frickin' rude. I want to find Master as much as anybody. The default save name is Vampire Killer. So this game is a little different from other Metroidvania games in that you're going to be sticking with the whip on playthrough 1. I say playthrough 1 because, I mean, at this point it's tradition to have alternate modes in these games. Skeleton Bomber. Oh, yeah, that's really cool. I think when I'm not just grinding, I'm going to disable that, though. As for control settings, I want this to be attack cancel as well. Because I can use back for the map. Yeah, that feels better. But yeah, unlike a lot of the other Castlevania, Metroidvania games, this one actually... I thought I disabled that. Oh, I had to hit A. Okay. You don't get, like, some triumphant run up to the castle or anything. Instead, you're just kind of dumped down here like a loser. And you move really slowly. Of course, whipping walls, because gotta find secrets if they exist. Even if they're just healing items. Wow, okay. I already got the Salamander Card. Attribute and action cards will create a specific effect. These can be set at the menu screen, DSS option. This is the dual soul system. Kind of to offset the fact that you don't really have a lot of equipment. You have body, arm left, arm right, and usable items. Can't get in there. The cards will augment your offensive capabilities eventually, but you need element and action. Just a Salamander card on its own isn't going to do much. I don't know if that's a scripted drop right there. Give me that heart. I don't know my heart cap yet. I guess I should also go through more stuff here. We can examine DSS cards. Attribute. Salamander, lizard bathed in flames, embodiment of the fire spirit Salamander, has the power of fire. And under magic item actually is your relics from Symphony of the Night. Hang on, I need to turn this game up a bit here. There we go! There's some Castlevania music. Ooh, a potion. I'll restore a little bit of health. I think this song... Isn't this song in, like, a bunch of Castlevania games? Can't get up there yet. Yeah, it's a Metroidvania. RPG platformer. You see, we gain experience by killing monsters, which will raise our base stats. Our cap is 50 hearts. That's nice that we can actually see our cap from the status screen. I think what I'm gonna do for, like, seeing what enemies do what... Oh, we can do the whip thing! Heck yeah! I'm actually going to go into the bestiary as we defeat enemies. So we've defeated a bat, which can drop the wristband, which gives 5 strength. Oh, but they're not in order. Oh well. I'm gonna have this on for a little bit and see how distracting it actually ends up being. Oh, it's specifically only for cards. Yeah, let's do that instead. Let me make sure I actually turned it on. Yes. Oh, but it's every hit. That's a little annoying. Anyway, this orrery is our save point. I like how the save points are different in each game. You know, you have the coffins, the coffin dodecahedrons for Symphony of the Night. You have the statues in Aria of Sorrow. I don't know what they are in, what's it called? Harmony of Dissonance. So, Circle of the Moon is generally considered the weakest of the 3 Game Boy Advance Castlevania games. Oh, we have sub-weapons. Specifically because it was the first GBA game. So they still had to learn how to get around the restrictions, and it's a bit of a smaller game. Plus, you know, you have a very restricted... Well, I think you only had the whip in Harmony of Dissonance as well. Forget what you did to make it better there, or if I'm just misremembering. We'll get there eventually. Huh. There's a weird, big room. I'm sure it's nothing. Oh, God! Got an Earth Demon, which I think is like the early game grind spot for levels if you want to do that. Specifically because he telegraphs his attacks very easily, or very clearly. He has a lot of HP, but I mean, like... Okay, we're at 183 XP. And now we're at 208. So, that was only 25 XP, never mind. We will need to grind him eventually because he does drop a card. I don't remember if there are multiple sources for cards, typically. Anyway, we got the dash boots. Double tap forward to perform a dash move. That helps us jump farther, too. Yeah, you can see our base stats went up by 10 each. And our heart max went up by 2. That's odd. For Again, I'm not super experienced with this game in particular. I'm most experienced with Symphony of Night. I never finished the true ending of that game. But again, we'll get there at some point. Let's see. If I go down here... Doors usually signify area transitions. Although, not always. Sometimes it's just door. And now we're destroying those poison worm clumps quickly. Ooh, antidote. We'll give you 3 guesses what that does. Of course, immediately after... Ooh, leather armor. Yeah, I don't think there's actually a shop in this game. I think gear is exclusively found. Whether manually placed or from monster drops. So let's throw that on. Yeah, 30 defense. Not bad. That's 3 levels worth of defense. Sadly, the music does not continue... Cotton clothes. Does not continue going while you're in the menus. Yeah, we probably would have gotten a gold drop by now if it was a thing. Ah, you jerk. Let's check upstairs first. I mean, technically the Igavania, Iga being... Oh, we can't do anything down here yet. There's treasure in the background, though. I'm most familiar with would be Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, but that's kind of cheating. Because it's not actually a Castlevania game, even though it really basically is. Okay. We've gained a couple levels. I'm confident in moving on. But I won't say no to more antidotes. I think that you eventually... Luck is a stat, right? Yeah. Eventually, you do your item farming when you get, like, a decent luck item. Or card or something. Yeah, the lack of a shop also means that, like, use of healing items is a lot more tactical. I don't know why I go for hearts when I'm maxed out. It's the bottom. Dang. No wall meat for me. Skeleton spear. So we got another Earth Demon. You can see we're doing 5 more damage to him, which is fairly significant, actually. I figure it's worth, even though he's tanky and it takes a bit, it's worth killing him each time. Because that's 25 XP. That's not nothing. We start with the slide. Okay, cool. Hearts max increases by 6, I think. Oh, that music is so good. Yeah, the knife. I mean, it's the knife in Castlevania. You know that it's used specifically just to pelt things from far away before moving in and putting yourself in danger. I will say, it's actually a decent... I shouldn't say it's decent. It's not the worst thing in every single situation, MP max increases in Sutton, at least. Like, there are situations where the knife is nice. Like, you just need something to spam. Especially once you get the, I think there's a spell in Sutton that gives you... Or is that this game? No, it's this game. You actually do get certain abilities with certain sub-weapons, eventually. And the knife actually gets decent. Or am I thinking of Aria of Sorrow? A lot of these games are fairly similar in... I mean, obviously they're very similar in structure. Sadly, HP ups have been reduced to Grape Kool-Aid instead of a Rainbow Karaf or Vial. Level up. Alright, this room is a bit precise, and you do suffer, like, old Castlevania knockback. It's weird, the stuff they keep in from classic Vania in this game. But that also makes it a really interesting entry in the series. Like, it's not as much of a departure as Symphony of the Night was. Or Aria of Sorrow. I've got another save point. Aha! Received Mercury Card. Which is an action card. Mercury, the messenger of the gods, has the potential of strength. Now if we check in the Encyclopedia, Mercury and Salamander, fire whip to attack enemies. However, it doesn't activate automatically. How do I do that again? Right bumper. Oh, left bumper, actually. And you'll see that our attacks take a bit of MP. But they do fire damage now. Which is not actually an upgrade on all enemies. Boneheads don't. Or they have fire resistance. But this is still nice to have the option. I'm sorry, I'm going to hum along to the music a lot in this game. I'm not actually sorry. Oh, is that an infinite spawn of spirits? Okay, given 91. They aren't worth the time. Well, I mean, I guess I could theoretically do it like this. And just sit here for experience, but that would be a little lame. And very slow for not nearly as much return as you would hope. Alright. Can't do anything from this side in that room, but we have it marked as a place that we can go. Bum, ba-dum, bum. The Castlevania games just make me happy and content. Which is not a feeling I get terribly much. That sounded a lot more grim than intended. Uh-oh. We can't one-shot the Mudmen with our spinning whip. Abort mission! Abort mission! Get the MP. Wow. Sliding does a lot of damage. In fact, sliding does equal damage to my whip. Huh. Anyway. It's a search action game. That's a terrible term that Iga... I don't know if it was Iga or... was it Castlevania or Metroid that was described as a search action game? It's... just call it a Metroidvania. I know you don't want to tie your IP to another one, but... the term is not as, like, tied to the names that it combines as you would think. Stop worrying and love the Metroidvania. Also, dang, that was a damage boost onto that platform. Okay, knockback is usually annoying, but it's comical in this game. Oh, what? Where are we now? Does this game not have area names? Because every other Igavania does. I don't know if Iga actually worked on this one. Oh, well, you have the answer to that one. Because I'm calling him Iga because I don't want to get his actual name wrong. I know his last name, last name is Igarashi. Alright, nab another HP up. Should have ducked there. Oh well. It's a single hit. Yeah. Killing stuff, because item drops, and... ooh, the axe. Now there's a good staple sub-weapon. Much better damage than the dagger, but you throw it at an arc and it takes more time to travel. But it's so good against aerial enemies or enemies who are just above you. Alright, I want to go to the top left. Really. Okay. Yeah, this one is a lot more of a precision platformer than Symphony or Aria. Which I can understand not a lot of people not liking. Like, it's not... don't get me wrong, this isn't Castlevania 3 or anything. But I think it gives it a unique personality. Like, a lot of... it's not influid. It's not... it's a little stiff, but it's not... it's not classic Vania stiff. It's just... that's the first comparison. Can I not get up into the top right of this room? Right, I can't. That's just where the MP bottle is, and I need a better vertical movement thing for it. Alright. And unlike the souls or shards in Aria of Sorrow, Dawn of Sorrow, and Bloodstained, multiple... you don't get multiple cards, I don't think. I think you only get one of each. And even if you did get multiple, it would not upgrade them. Oh, we're one-shotting Bonehead skeletons. Or Bonehead dragons. I think they were called White Dragons in N64 games. Okay. Room of Thudments, just slide through. Thank you. Your prizes die. For real. No take-backs this time. Are save points marked? I did not think to check that. Okay, good. I have not done any particular research before jumping into this game. Other than just, you know, remembering conversations, and I watched Prince Boo 21's LP forever ago. Ooh, who are you? Gremlins. Did Dracula feed you after midnight? No, wait. You look like... That's the wrong kind of gremlin. You're like the ghouls and gremlins type. Wow, we're getting a lot of stat upgrades very quickly. I know this is a shorter game. I don't know how short. And I don't know... No! Do not give me the dagger. Give me the axe. Put me in, coach. So gremlins don't give cards, so I'm not too fussed about farming them yet. I do like that because the rooms have to be, or the loading zones have to be smaller in this game, because it is a GBA game, they give each room a slightly different color palette, even within the same area, to make it easier to tell where you are. Uh-oh. That looks like a boss door. I mean, I have a potion. I think I've basically seen everything I can. Let's just hop in. I don't think my fire attack is going to be helpful against Cerberus. I mean, I can try. Oh, it actually is slightly helpful. Actually, it's quite helpful. Yeah, and sometimes you can manage multi-hits with the axe, which is always fun. Let's see, pretty simple first boss. Level up! Achievement unlocked, Hell's Gatekeeper. And do you drop the thing? Do you drop the thing? What? There's no Castlevania orb? There's gotta be an orb when you kill a boss in Castlevania, though. Lame. Anyway, Cerberus was guarding. Let's see. Double receipt. Wow! The double jump is the first real upgrade you get. Oh, this is a very different Metroid game. Or very different Castlevania game. Ooh, wristband. +5 strength. Heck yeah. And it is an air jump, not a double jump. The difference being a double jump has to be initiated from an actual jump. A double jump just... or an air jump can be activated whenever. Okay. No. So, this game kind of doesn't bother with, like, trying to put logic to the items. Wow! Those bats explode into a lot of blood when you overkill them like that. That is a really cool touch. I don't think they died like that before. Anyway, yeah, let's go to the save point. Do I want to end up here? Yeah, it's a shorter game, so I can do shorter parts. Next time on Let's Play Castlevania, Circle of the Moon, we're gonna go hit up that corner over there that we couldn't access before. And then we're gonna go back down to that bottom left corner of the map. Rather than, you know, actually moving forward. See you guys then.